Hello everyone and welcome to another tutorial on how to create a leaflet. Okay, so here's the final product and we're just going to go ahead and create this. So we're going to go over to the SoloPress website, click on templates and scroll down to the bottom until we see A5 flyers. I'm going to select the template. It's either in Photoshop, Illustrator or InDesign. Okay, so we have this blank document. I'm just going to go over to the text tool and open that out. And we're going to just type in SoloPress weekend. And then go down, adjust the size. And then I'm going to go over to the different characters. I'm going to make it intro. Intro seems to be my favorite text. You can download it for free on Google. I'll link it to you in below. Make it intro inline on the weekend bit. And then I'll go ahead and create a banner. So I'll go over to the rectangle tool and I'll select that. Then I'll create a rectangle. And then I'll go over to, give it a bit of a stroke. Again, go over to the pen tool and begin to make the back of the banner. Just like that. So you can hold down shift to have straight lines. Here I'll just quickly do a rough mock-up. Okay, and then I'll just quickly go down and adjust the colours, adjust the line or the stroke to a purple background, and then there we go. And then I'll copy and paste this, and then flip it and place it the other side. Make sure they're all lined up nicely. And then I'll go over to the layers tool and just adjust the layers so the rectangle is off the front. And I'll just go ahead and quickly make it the same at the front. I've just made the line a bit thicker so it's a bit different from the background. Okay, then I'll go to the text tool again and I will create the days that they will be, like the music festival will be happening. So I'll go ahead and copy and paste this and make it Saturday the 15th of June and Sunday the 16th of June. And then I'll go ahead and position these, just one there. I'll readjust the size a little bit. I'll just make sure they're all aligned so I have no problems when placing them into position. And I'll go ahead and make the text white and just paste that white, paste that white as well. And just adjust the centering. Just going to go over to the text tool and then create 3 boxes. I'm just going to copy and paste them and center them up. Let's just exit that. Okay, now in my notes I've already created the list of band names. I just went onto random band generator and just going to copy and paste this into position. Here we go, just copy and paste. And copy and paste again. Just going to go and set these to my second favourite font of Futura. And for the top hacks, I'll just make them my intro font. There we go. Just make that one a bit bigger. Let's make them the headline and bands. Let's change them around a little bit. Make this. I might put a little slant in that one. That's it. And I'll center these up and make these bigger. Same with that one as well. That's it. Adjust the sizing. Adjust the lining. Let's just make that one intro. Yeah. Okay, now it's just all this. All I'm doing here is just going around playing with the font and see what looks best really. Just going to adjust the lining. I don't want to leave any major big gaps. I just want to have them nice and tight. As a lot of festival posters, they seem to cram in all the different artists. So that's the kind of look I'm going for. Just going to go ahead and make this text a bit smaller. I'm just going to make all the headers separate from the smaller text. Just bear with me a minute. Okay, now just, so if you do this, it'll be easier to adjust the sizing. And just put that up a little bit. Okay, so that all looks about a bit more changes. Just sort that out. And we'll just put that down and select, make it a bit smaller to fit on the line. And just to put these back into position. I'm just going to go ahead and make all the smaller text just a bit smaller so all this can nicely fit on the lines and all be the same size. So just bear with me a minute. I'm just going to quickly do this, fast forward it. Going to go ahead and select them all and leave another little gap for another rectangle that's going to be in there, which is going to be what stage the acts are playing on. So for this one, I'm just going to make a nice little border. Draw both the fill and the stroke are white. Go down to Object, Convert Shape, and then Inverse Rounded Rectangle, and you'll see the inverse rounded rectangle. I'll show you how that works in a minute. So we'll just select a shape tool and make a rectangle and make it fill the background. Now drag that to the bottom. I'll just make it a nice pink. There we go. You can see I've got a nice background now. I'll just change the font to white and I'll select the border and up the thickness of the font. Here we have a nice little border for the stages. Okay, so I've quickly skipped that and I've got the 3 stages up there now. I'm going to quickly go ahead and align it so I've got a bit more space at the bottom to start my pictures. I've just gone into Google and found some pictures that I want to use. So I've done that and I've now put them into Photoshop, changed them around slightly and about to copy and paste them over to InDesign. So here I've got some fireworks, a singer, a Ferris wheel and some crowds partying. So go ahead and select the crowds partying and just copy and paste that there. And then if we go to effects, then click on the normal and multi, you see the white has disappeared. I'll just do that same for the Ferris wheel. There we go, and I'll make that a bit smaller and place that over there. And I'll make the crowds a bit smaller, place that there. That fits nicely. I'll make that a bit smaller. Okay, then go and select the singer, select her, do the same again, multi, and let's put her in the other corner, in there. And then make her a bit bigger, so it looks like she's in the foreground. There we go. And then we'll go over to, we'll select the pen tool and then we'll go over and start making a line. This is going to be the grass we'll see in the background, just to separate the pink a little bit more. Okay, so I'll go around, make that, and then go over to the line tool, the fill tool, and make that green for the grass. So I'll copy and paste over the fireworks, and let's make that a lot smaller. Let's have 3 of them, shall we? Let's make one of them really small, and the other one really small, and that one big. Okay, so now we have that. Just ignore that weird shape outside the box, because all that will be cut off when you come to export or print it. You won't have none of that there. Okay, so now let's make the website at the bottom, www.solopressweekend.com, and let's align that. And I just want to copy and paste that again. Solo Press Park, Essex for the location. Okay, so I'm going to go over and make a line tool again. Just make a funny little squiggly line. Make one a bit wrong and just up there, stroke. Now just go to make some bunting. Just to give it that bit more vintage feel. And just make it some, I'm just going to copy and paste this and put it into position. Let me leave a little bit of a gap. Saves you doing. Okay, I'm just going to edge these up. And if I just select different colours, separate it up a little bit. And then that one. Okay, so then we have that. Just turn the rotation like the line would be, so it all looks nice. Same with that one. Quickly do that one and do that one. What I'm going to do is group all that together. You can just press Command G or go down to type and then group. Just going to go select that and place that over the Solo Press Weekend. Make that a bit smaller just so it fits nicely. A bit bigger. There we go. So I'm just going to go over to Layers Tool and then make the bunting in the background. There we go. Now I'm just going to do adjusting the lines. What we can do now is add a retro background to this, just to give it a bit more vibrance and a bit more retro festival-like. So I'm going to go ahead. I've already pre-made these, so there's a quick tutorial I've done to show you how to make one of these retro backgrounds. So if you just click on the link, it should come up. If not, it'll be below. If you just click on the link, then it'll just show you a quick tutorial on how to make this. So here we go. I'll select this and I'll just drag it in and adjust the size I want it to. It's a bit of an overspill. Just sort out the edges. I'll go to the effects tool and do the same again and go on overlay. So a nice, so that mixes with the pink well. I'm just going to take down the opacity a little bit so it doesn't want that too much vibrance. There we go, that looks good. Let's check out the print overview and there we have it, a festival. You can go down to File, Export, Copy to PDF. And here we have my earlier version of the Solo Press Weekend Music Festival leaflet. This is Sam Martin, thanks for watching.